Yo boys, back with another video. Today we're doing a good old-fashioned Rogue Mage video. I know it's been a few weeks since I posted. I am back. Um, to be honest, I haven't been really feeling well. I think it's actually worse than Season 1. If you guys didn't know, BM Hunters and Arms Warriors are back to glory. By far the best specs in the game. It's not even close. I would say BM and Arms are on God tier level terms. Everything else is like S tier. So if you're looking to play Arms or BM Hunter, now's the time, because you're able to do whatever you want, always, like always. But this is just some clips here that we have, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, don't mistake the title on whatever it is. Keep in mind, Rogue Mage is not a good comp. It's actually a lot worse. Now that dampening starts at 45%, mages everything is cut. So their altar time, their shields, their block heal, everything. Which actually, it doesn't help at all. It was really bad design. They just do things that they have no idea how the effect is going to be for everyone else. They just say, okay, well, I'm going to do this, brace for impact, and it destroys any double DPS chance at playing. You might think that it might be a good thing because they can't heal and hide, but the thing is, double DPS can't live more than a go. It's not possible. It's very difficult. Defensively, you have to play very, very insanely well, or you just die in the opener because these classes do so much pressure overall that, and it's not really the pressure that's the problem, it's their defensive capabilities. For example, DHs have Netherwalk, Blur, they have that backstep ability. They have darkness. So that's four for one person. That's four cooldowns on top of trinket. So that's five. Now a disc priest has two PSs, dome, life swap, rupture, trinket. So when you add those two together, what ends up happening is you're pretty much unkillable unless you literally use every cooldown. So far they have used every cooldown but nether. It's pretty insane. Um, while they're doing that though, they're able to get my mage's block pretty much in the opener the moment that he can actually move his character. But as you can see now, my mage's heal block is really bad. Like normally he would get full HP, instead he only gets like 10% healing. So this guy again clicks Nether because he's allowed to just do that. Another go where we can't do anything. This was just pure luck, by the way. Normally, this they would never actually lose to us. Normally, healer DPS comps, um, unless you unless you win in the opener or like the second go, you pretty much are out of luck. Unless you win like we're about to win in the most grand fashioned way of all time. Normally, again, this would not happen. So don't feel discouraged if you sometimes win like this, because this is how bad the comp is, where you literally need to win like this to actually stand a chance in this type of meta. So here, this is our last chance. We're just going. There's nothing we can do on the healer. It's all DR'd. Somehow he just lets us kill him. I think he has life swap too, by the way. So that's on top of all of the cooldowns they have. He also had life swap still available. Thankfully, it's like 1800 MMR or whatever, 18 through 2K. So it's not very good. Keep in mind on this one as well. We beat these guys 2 times in a row. It's hilarious that people still don't know how to play. Well, I can understand why they don't, because let's be honest, we didn't face a single WDBS comp or a Rogue Mage comp the entire time. There's not been one time we faced one. I have never seen one above 1600. So I can understand why they're just it's really fast paced. Because if you're not used to it, because they're probably normally not used to two DPSs on them at one time, so they're like, oh well, what do I do? What do I do? You know, thankfully that's the case. No, again, normal situations, it's not going to happen like this. There's a reason that um, it's just not going to happen. Now, this was a good game here. This was one of the good games that we had where the game did end in the opener, but not because of, you know, them not clicking CDs. It's because we actually just got very good setup. So here, my guy 1v1s him. We instantly sap the Druid as he comes out. We immediately smoke bomb. Here he's going to trinket most likely. Or he holds. Normally, he did pre-wall it, so here we cheap shot. He's going to port. He uses Night Elf ratio to get away. And then I'm going to blind. Off this, he can ring him. A beautiful setup, beautifully CC'd. Nothing he can do about it. He should never come out of stealth without getting hots up immediately to get in combat. Thankfully, he didn't. Just another mistake by them that makes us be able to win the game. Again, on non-mistakes, you're gonna lose this matchup. It's not even gonna be close. Um, but those are the situations you're gonna be looking for. You're looking for people to mess up. It's pretty ironic that this comp depends on people messing up. Because if they don't mess up, you can't really win. I'm not gonna lie. Trust me, we're like 23 and 17, so that's our like win-loss ratio. It's been bad. Like normally, like let's be honest. I'm a very good at rogue. My mage may not be a rank 1 mage or a gladiator level mage, but we're doing solid. Like it's 1900 CR, like MMR. So it's not even CR. It's literally MMR. These games should not be this difficult to win. Again, if you're basing it off this video alone, it might look like it's really good, but that's because of how I put the clips. Because obviously the games that we didn't win like this, we lost. We couldn't. You can't kill anybody off your blades. That's the problem, and you kind of just have to max PV. So somehow we killed this guy. Thankfully, the only good thing about Holy Priest, they have no damage reduction abilities. And that's why I say Holy Priest will never be the best healer in the game again. Because defensively, it's just not going to be able to compete. However, Holy Priest is really, really good. We actually face a lot of Holy Priests after the buffs. So healing wise, they're great. Defensively wise, they have no PS. They have Life Swamp, which is great. They have good healing, but like defensive wise, they kind of suck. Um, they're not that good defensively. So like you'll see here that after his burst healing, he kind of has nothing to stop us from doing damage, which is like the good thing about that. So here we instantly get smoke. We instantly get his block. We swap to the healer here. Somehow we get cooldowns from both targets, which usually never ever happens. But here we get double trinket. We get block in the opener, guardian. We got his angel form. Beautiful damage. Our mage is absolutely full throttling. Keep in mind this guy is running a one-shot macaroni, so he is trying to just literally do his one shot. So this is what be his one shot here. Nobody really does this, but he did hit a 3 mil Frostfire bolt, so that was pretty intense. But here we do our opener. Again, if this was a Disc Priest, you're not really gonna win this. They have multiple cooldowns. It's just not gonna happen. But there are situations where you can win games like these, and we won just in the nick of time. My bad, I got some water there. So here he tries to kill my mage. So once I realize my mage has 6 seconds on his block, we're gonna immediately gouge him. That gives us enough time to stop him from killing my teammate, get his shields up, and then block. Um, that's pretty much that. So even if he killed my mage, I would have just 1v1 him. The dampening is already so high that I would have just waited a little bit longer for CDs, and then he would have just died in damp. But it would just have been a lot more time wasting, and I can't stand it. We do have one more game after this one, so again, this is the people that you can beat as Rogue Mage. This guy was literally backpedaling, and again, I don't blame these people. I really don't. Because the game has made it to where you need to play the specs or you cannot have fun. You need to play the S tier specs or the God tier specs. So like Arms Warrior, BM Hunter, I'd say those two are by far the best specs in the game. Now that they got buffed again. So here we get a good opener. This guy doesn't he actually trinkets into a restone without walling and dies. These are the situations where we live for these. This is what I love recording because they're fast clips. I can get them out there quick. This is the game where this HWL did as much. He did more damage than me and almost my mage. As you can see, the last details right there. The HWL did as much as the warrior did. For some reason, I don't know why, they're allowing healers to do so much pressure for no reason. Like they're doing our level pressure. It should not be like that. This guy walled literal air. Normally that would be the worst thing that you could ever do, but he is an evoker, so not only does he have unlimited utility to do whatever he wants, but he also can kite like yeah, not very fun. So we have to go through bop, bubble, trinket, magic bop if he's running it, sacrifice, land hands, and then we got to go through the double wall, trinket, dragon, and time stop. So that's how many cooldowns? 8, 9, possibly. And keep in mind, we have 2 or 3 goes to win the game. That's what we got. If we don't win in the 2 to 3 goes, as you can see, we're both dead. So here I'm trying to get some good old food. This guy literally reps and sleeps. Normally that would not happen. They would just kill the mage, but this is like the skill difference that I'm talking about, where you would be surprised how absolutely insanity. Like, here we do our focus. So you would think here we have a full CC setup, and even with wall up, he barely gets to 60%. So it's not only my burst, it might be off damage burst with my trinket, but that's both of our cooldowns at the same time. Obviously, it's not major. You think he would die though? We're a double DPS comp. But no, he actually doesn't. Again, the H-Foule's keeping up with damage with me, so I'm kind of in a bad spot. At this point, we kidney shot, he just instantly bops out. Again, this is the class that I'm expected to be. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Again, that's just how it goes. But GG's boys, I'll see you guys in the next one.